Mother's Day is around the corner, and since we are unschooling mom to mom, every year I have something to say about it. This year, I've created a webpage that has all the Mother's Day resources I've made, all in one place for you. You'll want to hop over there as soon as we're done here because I have two little Mother's Day gifts from me to you. I'll explain more in a minute. Mother's Day, like most holidays, really, they can be wonderful or triggering and disappointing. But there are some unschooling tricks of the trade that can help you increase your chances for a better experience. First, let's set up for success. What would a happy Mother's Day look like for you? As usual, I want to ask you to get specific. Cards, flowers, food, kind words, what? Our kids don't have school teachers sending home little crafts for Mother's Day, so we're going to have to set these things up for ourselves. And sometimes we have resistance to this. We might feel like if they don't thank me spontaneously, then it's not worth anything. Au contraire. Sure, it's better if they just walked in, hugged you, said you were the best mom on the planet. But odds are, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but. So, how can we set them up for success? Because the truth is, they can feel a little badly if they drop the ball, and they need a little prep. I have a bunch of links at the Unschooling Mom to Mom Pinterest, so don't forget about those. Even little tissue paper flowers are fun and easy and inexpensive to do. You may even have all the materials laying around. You can do these things with your kids, or you can enlist some help. Dad, grandma, someone else you know or love. See if they'll help your kid do something. Last year, my daughter was taking my grandson to get something for me for Mother's Day. And one of his friends' moms is a single mom with no real support. So my daughter took her child with my grandson to go get something for the single mom. You could do that too. Ask someone what they're doing for Mother's Day. And if they don't have support, offer to do something with their kid. And if you're a single mom, go ahead and ask. See if your kid can tag along too. Along these lines, one of those PDFs I mentioned that I have for you is all about letting your kids answer questions about you from their perspective. This wouldn't be hard for anyone to do with them. If they're little, they can color something on the back too. Or if you're like me and you might not get around to it, so it's something you can whip out on Mother's Day as you're all hanging out together. It has 2 pages for them, one with 9 wishes they might have for you, and the other is all about what they know about you. And we have had some funny answers on these over the years. You will too. This can be a new Mother's Day tradition. So set up a Mother's Day folder in your Google Drive or wherever you store your PDFs so that you can keep using it every year. The next big tip is about you. Appreciation is really an inside job, and lots of us have some work to do in this area. Think about the things you do for your kids and how you're taking steps to intentionally be the parent you want to be, and give yourself some credit, even if it's not noticeably recognized by the others in the family. Doing a few things for yourself might be what you need to change the trajectory of the day. How about if mama makes mama happy? Plan for some self-care. What do you like? Carve out the time. Buy yourself some flowers. Order food to be delivered and refer to that as the Mother's Day fairy has arrived. It keeps the cheerfulness vibe happening in the house, and that has a ripple effect on everyone there. And when you're taking time for yourself, use the second free PDF download that I've created for you. And the purpose is to help you reframe your priorities. Just a handful of questions to bring to the front of your mind if you're struggling. Both of these PDFs, the one for the kids to do and the one for you to do yourself, are downloadable at the website unschoolingmomtomom.com/mothers-day. I've created a page that collects all the good Mother's Day information for you. I have links to a few podcasts and blog posts I've done for past Mother's Day. There are a few extra links about Mother's Day, maybe something you'd like to know or share with the kids. A few years ago, I had a link to a web page at the New York Times called oddballs and malcontents or something like that, referring to 4 or 5 movies where the moms were odd and unhappy. But there's a paywall now. And so I asked ChatGPT to give me some examples of bad momming in television or movies just to be funny. And oh man, did our little robot friend deliver. I ended up collecting them for you onto a blog post called The Bad Moms Club. So you can have a handy reference list to show you things you could watch or remember to remind yourself, at least I'm not like that. Also, I've uploaded a bazillion Mother's Day and motherhood memes for you to enjoy. If you don't have social media, you don't have to miss out. If you just can't get enough of these, you can pin them onto your Pinterest board. So it's all collected for you on this one page. I'll link to it in the show notes, and I'll send out links to the page and those PDFs if you're on my email list. Be sure to go get them. This way, regardless of what anyone else does for Mother's Day, you can feel good about it. Okay. Happy Mother's Day from me here at Unschooling Mom to Mom. Enjoy all the resources I've collected for you. Support the podcast over at Patreon for only $5 a month. That really helps me. And consider leaving comments at the podcast platform where you listen. That's the currency for the algorithm. They want to know you like this. Enjoy your kids, grab the PDFs, and make this Mother's Day a happy one. I'll be back next week. Take care and happy unschooling.